Can't hear jack shit you're saying, bro.
What's your dad's
name?
What's my what?
What's the name of your father?
What's the name of my father? Like his first name?
Yeah.
Harold.
Are you close to him?
Yeah, real close.
Is he proud of you?
Fuck yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, I'm about to be interviewed by Time Magazine, so yeah, I'd say he's pretty fucking proud of me.
Oh, wow. So earlier you mentioned that Kamala Harris didn't withhold evidence.
Kamala.
Earlier you mentioned that
Kamala. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Good.
Did not withhold.
Is your dad proud of you for being a fucking sucker?
My father is very proud of me.
That's a shame.
So is my mom.
That's great.
And so is my beautiful mom.
So, my whole family of coons. What do they call a pack of raccoons? Like a family of them. What do they call that?
I think they call them the Joneses.
They definitely don't do that. They don't definitely do that.
Are you sure?
They don't do that. Yeah, I'm 1,000%.
Pack of raccoons looks like your hairdo right now, my boy.
It's a nursery.
Oh, a nursery of raccoons? All right, we got a whole nursery of raccoons.
It's actually a really good fun fact.
I like that.
How's your wife doing? Have you let her outside yet?
She's a doctor. She's working nights.
Oh.
And she don't believe in the jab, huh?
I would work nights, so I wouldn't have to lay down with you too.
Are you kidding me? She's a doctor.
Does she believe in vaccines?
Oh yeah. What are we talking about? She's a medical doctor.
I thought y'all Trump supporters didn't believe in the vaccine.
No, you have an idea about what Trump supporters are, and you're a narrow-minded, intellectual, lazy bigot.
How are you a narrow-minded intellectual? Has that happened?
Yeah, that's very contradictory.
It's true. Not.
Oh, I had too many edibles.
Intellectual literally means you have vast knowledge. So to call him narrow-minded in the same breath is very, very sad.
Okay. Hey, you guys got it.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey,
anyways, go ahead.
So, now, Jones, I do just want to note that you're the one that you started to call me names immediately, and I had not called you a name.
You act like this is the first time we had a conversation, bro.
Well, I figured we could start on a much just like I'm not going to ever be someone that's going to be a liberal.
Yeah, any man who comes up here and defends a rapist is no man to me. And so I have no cause, right, to treat them with any level of respect. I'm going to treat them how I would treat any other man who was a rapist or a defender of rapists. I would treat them all the same. Like if we were face to face, I would, you know what I'm saying, literally treat you exactly the same. If you were a rapist or a rape apologist, you get no respect from me. That's not a hard thing. It's not even a hard choice. I don't even have to put a lot of thought into it. I'm like, oh, you're a rapist? Fuck you. You're a rape apologist? Fuck you even more.
I definitely believe that. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I came into this panel leaning more towards Trump, and that was even like, he didn't.
That was even actually
leaning towards Trump because of just his character. Like, I honestly wouldn't want to. I don't feel proud of a president that morally would harm women. That's just wrong. That's honestly.
Okay, it's amazing.
All 9 jurors believed that he was a rapist. All 9 of them.
Oh man, that is truly incredible.
3 of them being devout Trump supporters.
I'm sure.
Self-proclaimed.
What's incredible is
you do know, right? Like when you go to trial and you have a lawyer, your lawyer gets to vet. You know what I'm saying? The people that are going to be on the jury panel, like they get to make a decision and they get to eliminate people, who they don't feel are going to be in the best interest of their, of the person that they're representing. And so his lawyers knew who was going to be on the panel of jurors. They knew. And so they felt confident with the people that were selected. And all 9 of them, Trump supporters or not, conservatives or not, were like, damn, bro's a rapist.
And that shit is something that follows you for life too. Like that is literally a stain on your character to be known as like a convicted rapist.
I've already played the audio. He told a 10-year-old, I'll be dating her in 10 years. A 10-year-old. Now, as a father, you know what I'm saying, of little girls, right? And I can play the audio for that too. As a father of little girls, if I'm at the shopping mall and some 50-year-old walk by my daughter and say, yeah, I'll be dating her in 10 years, bro's going to be on a first-class flight to Jim Crow Jesus. I'm sending him straight home.
Wait, he said that to a 10-year-old? Mr. Jones, he said that to a 10-year-old?
Yeah, you want to play the audio?
I don't know if I do want to hear that, but...
I got you.
Oh,
I got you.
Man.
Thursday night. You going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
Oh. That's...
And by the way...
Like, these aren't real men. Like, real men don't support shit like that.
Was he actually found guilty of rape or sexual abuse? Not saying it makes it any better.
Talk friendly
Either
language,
way. Sorry, essay. My bad. Can I say essay or is that not allowed?
Yeah.
But if I'm looking at something by the AP right now that's saying that's not the case. It said the verdict was split.
That's not true. I have the verdict sheet right here.
So the Associated Press is not putting out the right information.
I don't know what you're reading. Give me the title of it. I'll look it up. This is the verdict form right here. I have a copy of it. From his niece.
Jones is a
okay.
liar.
Okay.
So it's
this is not the verdict form. That doesn't say the Southern States District Court, Southern District of New York, E. Jean Carroll, Donald Trump.
That's
It's not the verdict form.
That's a...
Okay.
But that says no right
the title,
there.
Daniel? What's the title, Daniel?
That's a civil case, goofball. Dumbass. Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, Daniel, can I ask you a question really quickly?
Yes, sir.
Stupid,
Yes,
my brother.
sir.
Yeah, can I ask you a question really quickly?
Embarrassing.
Yeah, do you think that OJ unalived Nicole Brown Simpson?
I'm so afraid to answer this question.
No, answer it. Answer it honestly.
I don't. I've watched a
Daniel,
lot of
just answer the
conspiracy.
question, bro. Nobody's gonna judge you. Did he do it?
No. I don't think he did. Like, as crazy as that sounds, like, but I also have a crazy theory I believe about that. But that's not what this channel's for. Like,
That's nuts.
if you're interested, I feel like it's.
Clown.
I felt like his son was the one that probably actually committed that travesty, because it would explain why potentially the gloves were really tight on him, but also explains the really slow police chase, because it would give his son time to get out of the scene.
Preach.
But but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Can somebody give me the title of what I'm supposed to be looking up? It's from the Associated Press.
It says jury finds Trump liable for SA awards.
Free OJ.
Accuser $5
OJ's
million.
dead, dummy.
I know. Free him from the grave, my boy.
Okay. Well, where does it say it was a split jury?
Oh,
If you
my
scroll
God,
down-
you're an idiot. This guy's an
Oh,
idiot.
yeah, that's not what it says. It says that they rejected the claim that she was raped, and he was responsible for a lesser degree of sexual abuse.
What doesn't
That's
make it any
because-
better.
No, that's because that she said that she couldn't determine whether it was his fingers or his penis.
Well, and then the other issue, isn't it?
So does either of those things make it okay?
No, I wasn't trying to say that. I was just trying to make sure I understood what he was actually found guilty of, because I didn't know. That's why I was asking to make sure that understand what the reach is. It's bad, and isn't part of the reason they can't know for sure because they found DNA on her dress, but like they don't have
he refused. Yeah, he refused to give a DNA sample.
But like, I'm not saying if he's like everyone says if you're
If
innocent,
somebody accused me of SA, right, and then they said, "Hey, we need your DNA to, you know what I'm saying, clear your name," I'm going to be at the clinic, at the lab core, whatever the fuck you call that shit, the next morning. I'm talking about I'm gonna camp out. I'm gonna drive there that night. I'm gonna be in a sleeping bag in front of that bitch. And when they open up, I'm going to be the first person in there. When they unlock the door, I'm literally walking in behind the person who unlocks the door.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying from like, if you, let's say you had an attorney, right, they would tell you not to do that, but you would be doing that because you want to clear your name.
No attorney would tell you not to do that. The attorney would say, hey, you didn't do it. The attorney say, well, hey, you didn't do it. No. Okay, well then no problem. Give your DNA so we can clear this up and we don't have to go to court.
But that's like saying, like, you know, like say a officer pulls you over and arrests you, right? You're told not to talk.
No, this is not the same. This is not the same. This is not the same at all.
I just feel like your legal team, even if you knew you were 100% innocent,
no legal team on the face of this earth is going to tell you that if you're not guilty and they're trying to use DNA evidence, you know what I'm saying, to prove your guilt and or innocence, not to give up your DNA. No attorney is going to advise you to withhold something that would potentially clear your name. No attorney is going to do that.
To me, Daniel, that sounds the same as if like you're suspected of drunk driving, you get pulled over to do a breathalyzer, and you refuse it. Like, why would you refuse it if you know you're innocent? You know?
Because you don't have to do a breathalyzer. What I'm saying is that they can always find something else. And it varies by state.
Yeah, so refusing a breathalyzer in the state of Virginia is an admission of guilt.
Yep.
It's the same concept. I'm not gonna lie to you, Daniel.
So, but what I'm saying is, like, people do the breathalyzer and they still get arrested and they'll blow 000, and you can still get arrested for driving under the influence.
But
so
that's
it's
not
like
because you may be under the influence of something else.
And you can insert your penis or a finger and still be guilty of sexual assault. Like, come on.
Yeah, no,
this is ridiculous.
I think it's terrible.
That's ridiculous. The fact that you're defending this right now is
I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just trying to.
But you are. But you're making excuses for it. You're tying yourself up in knots, bending into a pretzel to try and find a way to side skirt it on a technicality. He did what he did, and he's a terrible person for doing it.
Obviously, that's the reason I'm not voting for him, though.
Yeah, but you said so instead you're going to vote for the guy who tried to frame a black man for a murder he didn't commit.
I don't know. I might vote for the libertarian candidate.
And dumped a bear in the park, you know what I'm saying, with a bicycle. And you still have yet to give me a reason why you won't vote for Kamala, because somehow you think that vice presidents have unilateral power to pass legislation that they don't. She went to the border and did exactly what she was tasked to do. She went and had Mexico pay, you know what I'm saying, like nearly $2 billion to help with border defense. And then she had multiple multinational corporations invest billions of dollars into Ecuador and Guatemala so that they could rebuild their infrastructure and the people didn't have to come here. So
yeah, man, I guess my whole thought is this, like, I've never voted for a Republican or a Democrat for president since I started voting. I voted for Gary Johnson and then Joe Jorgensen. Like, I'm very big on third-party candidates.
Why don't any of those libertarian or green parties, why don't they have any people in city councils or mayoralships or governorships or, you know what I'm saying, state houses or, you know what I'm saying, the Senate or the House of Representatives? Why do they not exist in any other level of government, bro?
Because, I mean, it's really hard. I mean, it's like local government.
No, it's not. It's much easier to run for a local office.
Yeah, but you don't have the support. Like, people don't know.
You are not going to have the support as a president if you don't have any of the people in any of the other levels of government.
But, like, so how did Ross Perot, like, pull, like, in the 20%?
Because he was a billionaire.
But I'm like, it can be done. It's not impossible.
Yeah, but it's highly
unlikely. That just contradicts what you just said.
But don't you guys see how a two-party system has gotten to us to where we're at right now?
Absolutely. I'm a communist.
I mean, we're not agreeing with it, but even me, like how I came up here, you know, I was originally siding with Trump, and I can definitely say right now that's not the direction I'm heading in terms of my vote, at least. But one way or the other, it was between those two choices because I know, those are going to be the impactful choices. There's no way I would vote independent party or anything because I just know that the vote doesn't matter.
Can I also defend that I live in a state that is already decided? It's like already decided. Like it doesn't matter who I was going to vote for president because it's so far red. You know what I mean? So it's like to me at that point, like does it matter?
You still have yet to give us a reason that you won't vote for Kamala. Yet, still have.
I just don't want to vote for a party that has been like, and it's not just the Democratic Party, but a group of people that are given billions and billions of dollars by lobbyists to do the bidding of large corporations. Like, it's great that she, you know what? I hope she does what she says she's going to do. And if she does, she'll probably have my vote in 4 years. You know, like, that's my thing.
All right. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate you. Tyler, what's up?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Chilling, bro.
Yeah, so, I guess in my 20s, I was somewhat of a liberal, socially liberal, kind of fiscally conservative.
What does liberal mean?
If somebody wants to have an abortion or something, I don't care. It's not my business. I believe in freedom for people to do what they want, choose what they want. But, yeah, as far as everything else goes, I pay close attention to what goes on. It's like y'all were talking about COVID earlier. And it's like, so when Trump was in office, the whole politics of COVID, you had Kamala on there saying she's not going to take that shot. That's what I said, right?
No.
She said she's not going to take the shot. She's not going to do this and that. Liberals were adamantly against it. And then as soon as the politics changed, the president changed, they're all for it. And it's like the COVID mask became the liberals' MAGA hat. And, once he announced that he was running for office.
Let me ask you a question. In terms of safety protocol and when it comes to highly transmissible diseases, what is the safety protocol and has always been the safety protocol prior to COVID?
Not that little COVID mask. That doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, so doctors don't typically wear masks inside of hospitals.
It blocks saliva, but it's not.
And nurses don't wear masks inside of hospitals.
It doesn't block an airborne virus.
Okay.
So when you're speaking over somebody in open surgery.
I know. So Tyler, what medical field do you work in?
Look, you don't have to be a doctor to understand.
Okay, so then no medical field. Got you.
Did you see what Fauci?
I'm going to ask you again. What medical field? Tyler, what medical field do you work in?
Did you see what Fauci first said when this first started?
Have you ever been to the dentist, Tyler?
Do you understand what the mask is?
Okay, so I'm going to ask again. What has been the safety protocol for all easily transmissible diseases forever?
When you go to the dentist, the mask isn't the
Can you answer the question?
virus.
If you're not going to answer the question, I'm going to boot you.
I'm
What has been the
answering
safety
question.
protocol? What has been the safety protocol for all easily transmissible diseases or illnesses forever?
How is it being dispersed?
May
Like
I just ask a question real
how is
quick?
it being
Tyler?
controlled?
Make it quick because I'm about to send his ass straight to the womb.
Tyler,
man.
what are universal precautions?
What's that?
What are universal precautions?
What are you gonna isolate, shut down? What are you?
Okay, you're not
You tell
equipped to have
me.
this conversation.
Oh,
Thanks,
right.
Tyler.
Right.
Yeah, have a good day. So, just so everybody knows, these universal precautions, these things that have existed for decades, has literally been distancing and covering your face and mouth. I mean, your nose and mouth. It's always been the case. Literally always.
I do have a question though. For Kamala, in terms of how education.
Yeah, exactly that. Surgeons wear regular masks, not N95s. Dentists wear regular masks, not N95s. This has been the case always. Distancing and covering your nose. Since fucking what was the shit that we had? Not polio. What was after polio? Oh, the Spanish flu. Since the Spanish flu. Go ahead, Mo.
I was wondering, does Kamala think what does she think about education and like the steps needed to like, what direction does she think it needs to go in? Because honestly, I've been, there's a lot of like firsthand sources of like teachers complaining. They're saying like 8th graders, they're reading on the 3rd grade reading level, and like the education system is like it's really dwindling in terms of quality.
Because our schools are funded by property taxes, and so if you live in a low income area, then the property taxes are going to be low, and that means that school is going to be underfunded. All schools should be funded equitably. All schools, regardless of zip code, regardless of where you live. And that's exactly how she feels, and that's exactly how Tim Walz feels.
Okay.
All children should have equitable access to education. All children should have food to eat. Right? So if you know that 1 in 5 children go to bed without food every night, why can't they have breakfast and lunch at school? Why should they not be able to get an education with food in their stomachs? Because have you ever tried to do anything when you were starving?
Oh yeah, you can't even concentrate.
There you go. Hey guys, we only have $107 left in our daily goal. The best way to support our platform, No Rads and I, is to donate to the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, and you can find all of those in the link tree in my bio, as well as the tip jar if you don't have any of those pay apps. Thank you so much for the 10 roses. I appreciate you. Like, I wish that people were willing to have, respectful and reasonable conversations about this stuff. Hey, listen, I'm gonna clear the request. If you are not a Trump supporter, please don't send a request in. Please don't send a request if you're not a Trump supporter. Please don't. Please don't. If you're a Trump supporter, feel free to send a request. We're providing free education tonight. Free 99. Thank you so much for the 100. I don't even know, cloud hearts. I don't even know what you call it, puff hearts.
I don't know if it's free. It sure as shit is costing me my patience. Oh man, I'm glad I nightly garden.
Right. Yo, bro is the last dude, coming up here and wanting to talk about.
PDX, aren't you a friendly? I'm pretty sure you were up here this morning.
That was yesterday.
I'm just curious, even though it was unanimous across the board that he did what he did, and that's why we get the results that we have, what evidence did they have? That was the thing that led them to that decision, which I think all that evidence was low-key kind of false, because there was no physical evidence besides, like, some diary pages that were wrote in a couple of her friends, which could have been,
diary pages, her friends, another person that he did the same thing to, her therapist, and the notes that her therapist took at the time that it happened.
It just seems like it could easily be made up, especially with the Me Too movement. A lot of people have been wrong.
The Me Too movement wasn't even going on at that time.
I'm just saying, it just proves that there's.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Hey, PDX, how many times have you been SA'd?
How many times have I been what?
SA'd.
SA'd?
Sexually assaulted, friend.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Never.
Oh, so you don't know what kind of trauma it could cause a person?
No, I don't know any kind of. No,
gotcha. So the next question I'm going to ask you is that what are the reporting rates for people who have had this happen to them?
Like what do you know? What type of reporting?
Yeah, like
how many people
to law enforcement?
Does this happen to?
Yeah, that actually go and report it.
Oh, how many of them go unreported? I think like 30%. I know it's a fat number.
Yeah, way more than that.
But, I also know that there's a lot of people that get wrongfully convicted of that kind of stuff. And
no, there's not actually. No, there's not.
Seems like there is. But anyways, the moral of the story is I just don't think there's enough actual evidence.
How do you get to determine that? So you know better than the 9 people that sat in on the jury.
Well, I think
and listen to the evidence being presented. You know better than all of them when you weren't there at all.
I think they made the correct decision based
So
on
you know
what was
better
placed
than
before
them, and you weren't there at
But
all.
I think what was placed before them.
So
was
you know
fraudulent,
better
I
than
think.
them, and you weren't there at all.
I mean, that's just my opinion from my point of view. You don't have to. Agree
So
with
you
me.
know better than the people who had the evidence presented to them, and you weren't there.
Well,
The crickets is crazy.
Anyway,
The estimate percentage of false reports is 2%.
you know what? I'm really sick of Lucho tonight. He's getting muted. See you later, alligator.
Did you see my most recent IG or TikTok video?
I did not, bro. I've been on here, bro. So
No. Stop everything you're doing and go watch it right now. Watch it. Trust me, I don't never do this. You know, you
I
won't
know,
be
I got you.
disappointed.
Hold on.
You won't be disappointed.
I heard you were naughty today, Jolly.
Watch this most recent IG or TikTok video.
Hold on, bro. Charlie. Alright. Not the pin one. Okay. Oh, it's Charlie Kirk.
You're a giant piece of shit. Hey, why do you profane times cause profane language? Isn't this the party of joy? Yeah, party of joy. So why are you here with so much hate yelling at you? Who's the one hating? The one that's swearing at me or the one that's like... Profane times call for profane language, Charlie, and you spread a profane message. Okay.
Hey, you know I had an argument with Charlie Kirk at the Charlottesville rally.
Is this the joy that Kamala Harris is going to bring to the country? No, Kamala Harris is going to cancel all the fucking hate that your party's trying to spread, right? Oh, okay. So she's going to protect women's reproductive rights. You understand? She's going to make sure that trans people are allowed to exist. I have a question. What's your question, Charlie? When does life begin? Life begins at conception, Charlie. Oh, I agree. So should we protect all life? We do protect life, Charlie. Yeah, good. Hey, I appreciate you, man. You're good. I'm talking to the hateful bigot Charlie Kirk. Hey, just because life begins at conception doesn't mean you take a woman's life to fucking protect it. You know that since Texas put their abortion ban in place, that more than 63 women have been affected by it? Is that pro-life, Charlie? Do you believe in giving children food? Do you believe in giving children food, Charlie? What about welfare programs, Charlie? Pro-life means protecting them after they're born, Charlie. Not just forcing women to give birth and then dying in the process, Charlie. That's more profane than any language I've used, Charlie. Here's Charlie Kirk, the profane, the bigot. Why are you even here?
I laid into his ass, bro. I walked Charlie Kirk out the building, bro. He was
Listen,
speechless.
Charlie Kirk is the way he is because his mom didn't love him. And if you don't believe me, the fact that the back of his head is so flat is evidence of that.
Yo,
I walked him out the fucking
She just
building.
left him laying on. That's motherless. Hold on. I got something for that.
I walked him out the building. Fuck Charlie Kirk.
That might be Charlie Kirk right there. I don't even know. That might even be him. Why was he there?
I don't know. I was walking in the hallway going to the Creator Lounge on live. I was just hanging out chilling. Then I saw his big ass head, and I'm like, "What the fuck's this bitch doing here?" I think I'll cuss it. I was
Hey,
like,
yo, when
maybe
that
I'll cuss
person,
it out
when
real
that
quick.
person decked Charlie Kirk on the street, walking down the street, I was like, "Yo, that's the greatest thing that I've ever seen ever."
He's there because he has a humiliation schmink. He was waiting for it. He needed it.
He's got you.
I love
Oh,
you for that,
this is
Jolly.
my favorite. This is my favorite. Hey, Marty. Don't be a bitch. Come on up here.
Marty. Bye, Jolly. Love you.
Irish exit.
Every time. Love Jolly, even though he doesn't love me back.
Anyways, now is Harris going to take away all of our rights to all of our guns? How is she going to hire all these 90,000 IRS agents that are going to track every single dollar and where we're spending everything?
Yeah, we've already debunked all of that tonight. You're late to the show. We've debunked all of that. You're late to the show tonight.
You said that they were supposedly being used for one thing, but there's no proof of what they're actually being used for. It just seems like
there actually is. The IRS literally showed the results. They've lowered call center times from the average of 29 minutes down to 3 to 7 minutes.
And they also had to anticipate the retirement of 50,000 employees who are becoming eligible for retirement over the next several years.
Exactly.
So, government
it seems kind of suspicious.
No, it's not. It's not suspicious.
So hold on. It seems suspicious that people are going to be retiring because they need to hire new people, or that they need to amp up the call centers because there's more population now, and that means there's more workers, and that means there's more taxpayers.
It's just
that seems suspicious to you. It seems suspicious that they want to go after the people that have been ducking taxes for years.
Taxes in general are pretty whack because most of your spending most of your taxes doesn't even go towards helping us. It goes towards a bunch of other government shit. So it's just like the taxes in general are kind of bullshit. So for them to spend all this,
so we should just get rid of taxes altogether. How's the government funded PDX?
I just think
how's the government funded?
We literally need taxes to like fix roads, improve the infrastructure, stuff like that. And those are just a few, off the top of the head examples. So to say their taxes are completely useless, it's crazy.
Mo, I'm adopting you. You're my child now. You're my son. I love you.
Nah, I just got a little boy. That's crazy.
I'm old enough to be your mom. That's why I say that.
Fucking crazy, man. This is just dumb. Like, they don't even understand how the fucking government is funded.
No. They don't understand how delegates work. They don't understand how the government is funded. They just think like a little fairy flutters down from the sky and waves a wand and shit happens. They don't understand voting from the people or within the government itself. Like, I bet you they can't even make proper Kool-Aid. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, listen, I'm not even gonna bullshit. They be the type of motherfuckers to cook a grilled cheese sandwich cheese side down. Like, I don't understand what happened.
I'm trying to keep my composure up here on this panel.
Nah, it's cool.
Cheese side down. Cheese side down. Like, I thought this is how you did it. Hey, yo, listen. We literally only have like $107 left in the daily goal. There's 882 people in here. Let's go ahead and clear that goal before we get out of here this evening. Let's go ahead and clear that goal. That's only $1 from 107 people out of all 880 of y'all, or some of y'all can say 50 cents. What's up?
Great comedic moments. Great comedic moments for free.
Right. Stop this recording.
Yeah, please do. You're notorious for not doing that.
I don't even get it. I don't even know what that means, but I'm going to mute you anyway because I don't like it. Thank you, Hannah, for the $15. I appreciate you. Hannah says she's going to put a dent in it for y'all.
What's up, Mo?
You guys, I did not expect to come up on this live, and you both and the chat was very influential as well, and agreeing and backing some stuff you guys were saying up, but I did not expect to have my opinion just swayed like this. I really was leaning towards Trump, and now he's probably one of the furthest people I'm leaning.
Thank you, Sayla.
So it's like I really went 180 with this.
Well, I'm glad you're
listen,
here.
man, both of us, me and No Raz get on here every single day. Thank you, Alyssa. We get on here every single day, and we do our best, to educate people on things that can be substantiated. I'm not a Democrat, I didn't vote for Joe Biden the first time. To be honest with you, I had no intentions of voting for him this time. I had every intention of focusing on my local elections, you know, because those are the people that affect my life the most, right? But with that being said, you know, I think that it's important for us to stop relying on social media and stop relying on a 24-hour news cycle to tell us what we're supposed to think and what we're supposed to believe in and what we're supposed to feel. Like, that's crazy. We need, you know what I'm saying, to be able to go and get this information ourselves, read it ourselves, look at the data. Most of these things that we're debating, there's tons of studies done on them. There's tons of, you know, things that the government has been tracking for some time that we can go and look at and say, okay, this is true and this is not. This is factual and this is not.
Yeah, and a lot of the mainstream media is geared towards one way or another, you know.
Kanisha, thank you so much for the $15.
A lot of mainstream media is geared towards divisiveness, you know, whether it's like Republican or Democrat. It's like
they're only trying to make money, bro. They're trying to stay relevant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put up what sells, and headlines sell. Headlines sell. Controversy sells. They need ratings.
And you can't see clearly without, you know, a certain level of open-mindedness either. And you guys definitely show me the light.
I told you this is the fun side. We have cookies.
Nah, cookies
is crazy. Chloe, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate you. Yo, listen, don't take cookies from strangers either.
But they're fun cookies.
Yeah, she's the strangest of strangers, I promise you.
How are you gonna talk to me? How are you gonna talk about me like that? Why are you
She's
always
the strangest of
making
strangers.
disparaging comments about me on live?
That is not true.
Tell the people how you really treat me in real life.
Juvasia, thank you so much. Jovan says I'm a simp.
I know I left my flowers on the table. I'm so sad. I didn't have enough hands to carry them.
Can I have a cookie? Is crazy.
I'm giving out cookies.
Why does PDX keep requesting? Like, bro, you don't have anything, you know what I'm saying, of substance to add to this conversation. We determined, you know, we did, what's the name you used to say?
The lie detector.
The lie detector says that was a lie. Drop. Y'all are so fucking weird, man. Listen, this weekend, I'm not joking. I've been promising to do this for over a year, and I'm going to do it this weekend. Come on, y'all. Only $28 left. I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm just going to go into random establishments and yell shit. Like, I'm going to go to CVS and be like, I wish this was a Walgreens. And then, like, knock something on the floor, but nothing big. You know what I'm saying? Just something, like, real small. Like, just, you know, like a Snickers bar. Like a Snickers bar. Like, knock it on the ground. And then I'm going to go to Burger King and be like, I want a Big Mac. And then leave.
I'm not going with you.
That's fine. Jovan will do it.
That's perfectly, you guys do that and I'll go to your
Because that's what y'all do. Y'all just come in here and drop. Nobody fucking asked you, bro. Like, why not just come in here and have a conversation? Like, what kind of loser do you have to be to just walk in a room and say somebody else's name?
NBC ranked
PDX, what's up, bro?
Kamala, I said.
The worst part about it is like the usual suspect, right? It's the same people every day, like conservative rich, every morning has to come in.
Oh, I know. Hey, listen, I'm not even joking. When conservative patriot comes in and says something crazy to me every day, I fucking love that shit. I really do.
Hey, did Chata DM you?
Who?
Chata, did she DM you?
Who the fuck is that?
Chata.
I don't know who that is.
Shut the fuck up. There.
That was very immature.
Got him.
Boo,
I got him.
Tomato.
And the crowd went mild.
I'm not gonna lie.
And the crowd goes mild.
That was very lackluster.
Mo, don't sell out.
What do you
I'm
get
not
for
saying that. I'm
Lucho?
calling it as it is. That was so corny, man.
South America, bro.
Lucho, why are you here?
That was so mid, bro.
To call you honey poo.
Just threw up in my mouth.
That was fun. Rayburn for the win. Thank you, Rayburn. Appreciate
This
you.
makes me gag.
Oh, yikes.
Don't. Stop right there. Stop. Stop.
Hold on, what?
Stop right there. Don't do it. There's 844 people in here.
What?
You're gross. You're super gross. I meant in terms of dry heaving, like I'm nauseated. Jones. Stop. You're making it awkward.
I feel like I'm interrupting something very, very special here.
I didn't know they had that kind of relationship. I guess I know now.
Vice president of all time by NBC last year.
Bro, why are you such a loser, man?
I just want you guys to know that Jones does not treat me like this in real life at all. He talks so much shit on the internet, but in real life, that is not how he treats me. I just want y'all to know that.
Yo, you know that not a single Trump supporter, I just want you to know this, Mo. Not a single Trump supporter has been able to come up here and tell me what they were voting for, not one time. Not one time. All they've tried to do is explain to me what's wrong with everybody else. And then bend themselves in knots so that they don't have to, you know what I'm saying, talk about like why their candidate is bad.
The thing that gets me though is like usually when I see people come up on these lives, like specifically your live, it's like when you try to ask them a question, you have to ask like 30 times and they still won't answer like clearly like yes or no, or like just an explicit answer question.
They never can. Like, honestly, they never can.
They just beat around the bush or like, you know, put another plan that doesn't really make sense.
They talk about
people's
appearances, their sexuality, like they do anything but actual facts.
President, bro.
I swear, I guarantee you PDX doesn't have a single friend in real life. Like, not one. Like, not a single friend. Like, people be around him, be like, yo, we going to such and such tonight? And he'd be like, oh, yeah. And they're like, yeah, never mind, we're not going. We're not going. That's not where we're going. And then they make plans behind his back to go do some other shit. But I mean, I just, and the other, like, there's three things that I know about Trump supporters. They're uneducated, they're liars, right? And they're cowards. And those things are, I'm like 1,000% certain. They're not willing to stand up for the things that they say they believe in, right? They say that they're Christians only to hide their bigotry. They're not willing to call out, you know what I'm saying, the poor behavior from him or anybody else in the party, right? They lie about everything, and they know that these things are lies because they've been debunked a million times over. And they go from panel to panel to panel to panel to panel where people show them the proof that they're lying, and they still keep saying the same lies.
You know,
right?
I think it boils down to accountability. You know, there's such a lack of accountability that just makes it almost impossible for people like to admit when they're wrong or like admit when someone has a better point.
I don't know.
I feel bullied right now.
Why? What happened?
Why you can't
Bonus picking on me.
Oh, is he for real? Why?
I'm not gonna say it out loud. I mean, it's in the comments for you to read.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he still in the request? Is he back in the request?
Who's that?
No, he's not. He actually gave up.
Did he?
No
right.
perseverance. Luigi.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna connect.
I need a snack. I'm hungry. What should I eat?
I don't know. I was just thinking about the same thing. I think I'm about to go get food. What's up, bro?
I want chicken nuggets. Bring me chicken nuggets.
What's up, dude?
Can you hear me?
I can. What's going on?
Okay. I came right up. I didn't want to interrupt anybody. I didn't know there was a conversation going on.
Nope, just chilling.
Yeah.
That's good.
So what don't I know what I'm voting for? I know exactly what I'm getting.
Do you?
Well, I'm not, did you listen to the speech, or are you listening to this speech?
What speech? By whom?
Biden, right now, live.
Is Biden running for president now? Did I miss something?
Stop, you're playing games or what?
No, is Biden running for president?
He's the leader of the Democratic Party at present, is he not?
I don't know. I guess that's kind of questionable, isn't it? I don't know. I was never a Biden supporter, and I'm also not a Democrat, so I honestly can't answer that question in good faith.
Well, then say that in the beginning instead of, this other stuff you're doing.
Who the fuck are you to tell me what to say?
One of these guys. See ya.
Okay, bye.
Wait, what?
It's talking about cowards, all of them. Every single one of them. Straight cowards.
Nah, but he came in talking crazy on Your Live and then said one of these guys. That's
Yeah.
Well, I guess because he couldn't provoke an emotional response, and that's what he was trying to do. But
what did I just hear?
That's what I'm saying. It's the same shit every time. Straight cowards. Every single one of them.
Perseverance? Because I know the Harris campaign doesn't have no perseverance.
PDX, like, bro, listen, I mean, all jokes aside, bro, all jokes aside, 'cause, you know what I'm saying, like, me kicking you and shit is fun, it's fun for me, but, like, bro, hold on, how old are you, bro?
27.
27. Like, do you want to be, you know what I'm saying, like this person? Because you know the internet's forever, and I record this shit, like, and I post it. And, you know what I'm saying, like, I have, like, a whole group of people who can quite literally figure out who every single person is who ever requests on my live. Like, what your name is, where you, like, all of the things, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, do you really want to be the guy, you know what I'm saying, who just goes around and says, like, dumb shit online on a regular basis? Like, is that who you... Is that who you want to be remembered as, bro?
On some level, what I'm saying does have some level of validity. So it's not like
it doesn't actually. It doesn't actually. Like, PDX, when have you seen a person come up here and prove me wrong by showing us actual evidence ever?
Very slim to none.
It's never happened.
Yeah, not really. You normally are pretty on top of it and pretty objective. If there is something wrong on both, if there is something wrong on Biden's side or Harris's side, you'll mention it. You're pretty objective, which is why I like listening to you, because you're actually more objective than some people like Parker, Dean, or some of those guys that are just, they know their facts too, which I also respect that, but you seem more objective, which is, I think, what makes you probably one of the best ones.
Now you're going to come up here and behave when he said that he could find out your identity and post you on the internet. Now you're going to be like, please, Daddy, don't do that to me. I'm going to be nice to you now. I'm not going to overtalk you and yell random fucking shit that makes no sense.
No, I'll give you my phone number. You can call me. I'll give you my address. You can come visit me. Like, I'm a nice person. Respect you.
You need a hug, bro.
I would rather pull off my fingernails. Thank you, though.
That's crazy.
That is insane.
But yeah, no, there's nothing that I've said that's off the wall. You guys are acting like it's some crazy shit.
No, it is.
Your opposing opinion.
Like literally, like the entire time that Trump was in was in office, we never a single time saw anything from his vice president ever. Like, I wasn't even sure bro actually existed. I wasn't even sure that bro had a job.
The only thing that Mike Pence did was get really intimate with a housefly. That is it.
No, that is true. That is it. And I think he only got,
never saw him the entire presidency. I wasn't even sure that bro was still part of the administration. I thought that he had sent Pence home and yo, you could just stay home, bro. I don't need you.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think he just brought him on board for more respect, or so people would think, highly of him, or I don't know. Mike Pence is no super hated person, pretty well liked, but
So what's good, bro? Let me see what this other person wants to talk about.
I just don't know about Biden's condition over the last 3.
I don't give a fuck about Biden's condition. I don't give a fuck about old white men. If Biden dies tomorrow, I'm okay with it.
I feel like it speaks to who Kamala is. You would think she would take a stance like 2 years ago.
No, she wouldn't. That's not her job.
But as vice president, you would think you would.
That is not her job.
You would think they're a team, though. If you were a
That is
two-man
not
team
her
and your
job.
buddies, like, all of a sudden start
No, that is not her job. That is not her job.
What's her job then?
Huh?
What's Kamala's job then?
Kamala.
Kamala.
I'll say Kamala.
Kamala.
Well, then you'll get the fuck off my panel.
But you know what I'm saying? It just seems like logic teaches me that if my buddy was slacking, then I would, convince him to let me pick up the slack sooner. Besides,
So I mean, who says that she didn't help?
Well,
That's what you guys don't understand. You guys think that presidents have some type of unilateral power, that they're fucking, like these superheroes with capes on, right? And they're not. Like, that's why they have an entire team of individuals around them. That's why they have cabinet members. That's why they have a vice president, so that they don't have to do all of these things on their own. This is not how it works. But if we look at the things that actually got done, then we can see that because we know what the influence is, that Joseph Biden was a very effective president. If we look at the legislation that was passed, he passed more legislation than any president since Eisenhower.
A lot of people below him.
Eisenhower.
Just like what you were saying, right? Is a lot of the work of people below him.
Great, so that means he picked the perfect people.
Exactly, picked the perfect people. But what I'm saying is, you would think that the condition that he was in and the slack they were picking up would be more vocalized to the American people.
Why?
We're all on the same page.
For what? The job was getting done.
It's not about that. It's about being on the same page.
PDX, bro. Listen, this is not an original thought of yours. This is not something that you came up with on your own. PDX, next time you come back, I want you to tell me something that I haven't heard from 17,000 other Muppets.
All right.
But
yeah, that's my point. All
right. Thank you. Next time you come back, tell me something that is an original thought.
PDX really came up here and said, wah, 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 wah.
Like, I've literally heard this shit from a bunch of other, Muppets with somebody hand up their ass.
I love how they argue against themselves, too. He's like, no, I agree with you, but blah, 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 blah. Like, what the fuck? How?
Yeah, I have a question, Mr. Jones.
Sure. What's that?
Does Kamala, what's her stance on gun? Like, does she want stricter gun reform, or?
Yep.
She does. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the vast majority of American citizens want stricter gun reform. Like, I need, to take a driver's ed course, right? And then I need to pass a driver's test. And then I need to insure my vehicle, right? Before I can get on the road. I got to do all of those things, yes?
Yeah.
So I should have to take a gun safety course, right? I should have to go to the range and practice, right? And then I should have to pass a test. And then, then I can get, my firearm. And then I should have to insure it in case, I discharge it and somebody is harmed or unalived.
Yeah. And Trump.
And a car can be just as deadly, if not more deadly, then yes, and I should have to register it the same way I have to register my vehicle.
Yeah, that's factual.
That's common sense.
And
I
that's
hate
what
that term.
Common sense.
I hate that term. I hate that term. But
did you just make your own ass itch? Is that what happened?
I did. I got a fucking knot in my stomach. I was like, oh, I said the shit. Ah.
It is common sense.
Yeah.
It is.
Like that's not rocket science. So, anyways, yes, like literally every other industrialized nation. All right, YouTube, I'm out of here. Hey guys, I'm gonna go. Do you know this is the cutoff time? It's 12:30. It's 12:30. It's the cutoff time.
I appreciate you.